appears when there is thick fog, along ravines, mountains, and lonely roads. In the form of a vaporous spectrum, very similar to what could be a sheet or a kind of veil. If you are one of the unlucky ones to come across it, it could be your downfall. Because if she's hungry, she'll eat you until you're left with nothing but your bones. The story of Silampa belongs to the folklore of Panama. Legend has it that many years ago, during the Spanish colonization, a beautiful woman arrived in Panama. She's the daughter of a Spanish soldier. In the middle of those lush lands, the girl met a young indigenous warrior with whom she embarked on a beautiful romance. The young woman's heart felt full of happiness next to her loved one. However, that relationship was prohibited. In view and considering that, both lovers saw each other secretly and finally decided that the best thing was to flee and seek their destiny together. They did so, but as expected, the father went out in search of him with a huge group of soldiers. While the young men were together, they suddenly found themselves surrounded by the soldiers and the woman's father, the one who gave the order to murder the young indigenous man. The young man tried to fight, but the numerical advantage of the Spanish was great. The girl, seeing that they were about to kill the man she had fallen in love with, tried to help him, but her father hit her too and threw her away from her. The young native, in the midst of chaos, sought help and invoked the spirit of the night, invocation, that the village healer had taught him at some point. At the moment, the spirit took over the warrior's body, giving him supernatural strength with which he managed to defeat the Spanish soldiers. However, the woman's father accidentally managed to approach and impale the young man with his sword, thus ending his life. The spirit of the night, upon seeing what had happened, transformed into a spirit of hatred and revenge, and then took possession of the body of the Spanish girl, transforming her into an evil entity. She lunged at her father and started biting him. So much so that when she stopped her frantic attack, the only thing that remained were the bones of her father, a completely fleshless skeleton. The young woman had become an evil being, a spectrum product of anger, hatred, and revenge. She had become a Silampa.
Since then, and until today's sun, Silampa appears on desolate roads and mountains on nights when there is thick fog, in the form of a white cloth that blends with the fog. It is said that it can grow several meters, and that it can also take the form of a woman wrapped in a white tunic, and in this way scares away anyone who is unlucky enough to encounter it. But if, unfortunately for you, Silampa is hungry, your fate will be sealed, since it will jump on you, wrap you in its cloth, and devour you, leaving nothing but a pile of fleshless bones. This has been the legend of Silampa. What began with a forbidden romance and ended up becoming a terrifying specter hungry for revenge and flesh. Did you know the legend of Silampa? What do you think about it? Is there a myth or legend you would like to share? Tell me all that in the comments. I hope you liked it. If so, give me a like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. Thank you very much, and it will be until a next adventure.